Hey, you're back. We're going to talk about something trendy today. You've heard about sugar sheets, right? The stuff that you use corn syrup and sugar to create some design to put on your cake. We're going to talk to you about how to create something like that with Flexique and wafer paper and sugar. Let's get right into it. So I have some Flexique here, which I've warmed up, and a small sheet of wafer paper. Doesn't matter what side you coat, but I'm going to coat two different, I'm going to use two different techniques, two different materials when I do this. You have to remember to work quickly if you're working in a cold room, because remember, Flexique dries pretty fast. So the first case, I'm going to use some of these edible flakes. As you see, the Flexique is still warm. The flakes adhere very nicely. Okay, so this technique is good if you want something to be done very quickly. Once this dries in a minute or two, you can then just lift it up, shake it off, and then attach it right onto your cake. So let's try the other portion of the wafer paper. Again, just apply a good layer of Flexique, working very quickly. And now I'm going to use some sugar. This is some interesting sugar that's just colored. See how it melts into the Flexique, attaches itself very nicely. And now you've got a textured look on your wafer paper. It's going to be very flexible, but because this melts into water, you're going to have to let this dry probably overnight before you use it. So I've got a couple of examples of things that we've done previously. So here you go, two different options. Look how paper thin and lightweight this is. It's edible, but you can still wrap it around your cake. It's got flexibility into it, and you can even trim it if you want with scissors. So there's one technique. The other one is the sugar. This dried quite a bit overnight. Now see how you can just manipulate that? It's lightweight again. Got a little bit heavier weight because of the sugar, but certainly not as heavy as corn syrup. And then you can, if you want, trim it very easily. Simple. So those are the basic techniques. Now, I've got a surprise. We've got a guest here to talk to us about an alternative, more elaborate technique to create your sugar sheet. Take it away, Marilyn.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to show you a different type of way of doing the same topic. It's a little more elegant. In front of me, I have a light board, and I'm going to take a picture. You take any picture you want. Could be a face, could be a flower, whatever. This one was one left over that I had. And put an acrylic board over it. Why? Because you don't want to ruin your light board. Then you put your wafer paper on top. I've already done 3 of the petals. You can see you have an idea of what's going to happen here. And I will take my lead. You can find this formula on Flexique Fridays, episode number 9, and you just outline the petal or the face or whatever you're doing. And by the time you do that, it's dry enough that you can take your Flexique. Now here I've colored mine red. Doesn't have to have it red. I did that so you can see it a little easier. And then you fill in your petal or your space, touching all the sides with your Flexique. And then while it is still warm, you can add what I did. I took some wafer paper and I ground it up in my blender. One good thing about wafer paper, first of all, I used what was left over, but you can add powder colors to it and then just simply add it to the top. And while it's still warm, it will attach, and it gives you such a graceful and different kind of look to your cake products. Okay, keep your surface clean, because anything that is left over like this, you can reuse again. All right, take it. And there you go. It's the start of your petal. Then I would go on to the yellow and the blue, whatever. All right, I hope this is really helpful to you. And I think it's a really different and elegant design.
Okay, so here it is. This was done on wafer paper, and then Marilyn cut it out so that now you can wrap it around a cake very easily that way. Or if you wanted to, you could adhere it to another piece of wafer paper with some Flexique coating on it, and then you can have a bigger sheet that you can wrap around your cake. So there it is, a couple of different ways of creating sugar sheets using Flexique products on wafer paper. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to our channel. And if you need some products, Flexique.com is where you can get them. Tune in next time for another surprise. We'll see you then.